How's it going, guys? It is 14 and a half hours into day one of the Lake of Kalandra League. Currently level 87, Fire Trap Raider. Now, though Fire Trap did get nerfed, it's been okay. The nerf is definitely noticeable from last league, but it's still doing alright. I've just got level 19 gem and a 5 link here, and I also have Flamethrower Trap linked with advanced traps, trap and mine damage, and combustion. So it's not super geared for damage. And honestly, while I have not spec'd into the additional trap cooldown recovery rate, just from advanced traps, I really can't tell the difference in the cooldown from these traps. I feel like I can use it just about as often as I need to. It just feels fine. So this map is T13, big monster life, no exposure here, endurance charges. So this stuff is tanky. Harvests are really weird now. They just show the monster types. So I'm gonna pop this open here. It's gonna be a pain because this like I said, this map is super tanky stuff. And I'm bolstering my damage rather than using Enduring Cry for defense. I'm using Infernal Cry to cover enemies in ash. And look at Incendiary plus Hexer. I can't apply either of my curses. I can't apply exposure. It's got extra life. And honestly, it really feels like harvests are a waste of time. You know, oh, this one's Flame Weaver June. Okay, screw it. I'm just leaving that. Actually, need to finish this map. The boss will die faster than those enemies will. But yeah, they drop life force sometimes, not even all the time. And the monsters come out in like tiers. So I killed the like basic white mobs from the harvest pack, and then the tougher stuff showed up afterwards. Which it's strange, and then you don't get to do any crafts right after. Harvest feels very strange. Kind of on that same note, Beyond is very jarring when you first see it with these Scourge monsters. But honestly, I'm not going to miss the old Beyond Guardians or like unique enemies at all. Not a little bit. I'm never seeing Mammoth again. Completely okay with that. But for being on a 5-link, I did purchase ones that have +1 fire with fire dot multi. I bought these when I was in like Act 6. Like when I switched from Explosive Trap into Fire Trap. So these still aren't the best possible wands. Could go with a Searing Touch and have more damage in that. So things are going okay. Nothing crazy on my gear, just life and resistances and stuff. My links for Fire Trap are Controlled Destruction, Burning Damage, Trap and Mine Damage, and Inspiration to deal with the mana cost. I am running Clarity to deal with that. Running Malevolence and Grace. Then, yeah, I got 2 curses. With Bane, I'm applying Elemental Weakness and Flammability. Actually, not Flammability, because it just leveled up. No, Bane's level 19 too. Okay, that's not too bad. So yeah, I was applying Flammability and Mental Weakness, and I have a Despair for if I can get a 3rd curse, which I normally go for the Cost Freeze chest, which maybe we'll get into later. What else here? I think I'm just gonna throw in another map. Once Corrupted. Oh yeah, this one will be fun. Enfeeble, no exposure. This one will be easier than the last one. So my Atlas passive tree, let's look at this. I started by going straight up. There are these new nodes here that allow you to give increased chance for naturally spawning master missions. So I put that into June, and then got all my map drop rate, drop tier. Came across here, got June stuff, more map drops. Then I blocked Heist, I blocked Blight, and I blocked Ritual, and then started speccing into Abyss. So I'm still getting all of the XP and extra monsters from Abyss. And then since then, I've been pushing towards getting June. I need 3 more Atlas passives in order to get the last thing that I want for this. And then I'm going to start pumping into June. I haven't ran any of my missions yet. Just kind of been stockpiling them there, focusing on Kurak instead. So you get to see how this build's clearing. It's still Fire Trap on a Raider. You're not getting the insane AoE that you get on Elementalist. And yes, the rare enemies are different now as well. They'll like always spawn with at least 2 mods. And like if there's 3 mods on them, like this one has Heralding Minions and Prismatic. So this one's not going to drop me anything special. But the ones that like kind of glow a little bit more, like your tier 3, like what were they? Arch Nemesis mods. They give you special rewards, and then there's the touched mods, which I haven't seen a single one of yet. Those are supposed to give you further rewards as well. So there is a node here on the Atlas passive tree called Stream of Consciousness. No, wait a minute. This used to be the rare monster thing. Did they move it? Is this not here anymore? Oh, well, that's sad. Okay, you used to be able to give an additional mod on rare enemies. I didn't know this changed. I guess this moved from up here to here. That's just Stream of Consciousness. Okay. Well, I thought you'd be able to like guarantee an additional mod on rares. Which, I guess that's not the case. But yeah, we're cruising along. Still a lot that can be improved on this, but the fact that I'm in T13 maps, level 19 gym, 5 link, just kind of cruising. I couldn't be happier with my league start, aside from the fact that I'm sitting in this garage. I have been for almost 14 hours, because that's the only place I can get stable internet plugged in at the moment. So that's fun. Hopefully that gets fixed shortly after I finish my 100 push. Something else I should mention here while I'm doing this. So I've already dropped this Writhing Invitation to fight the Infinite Hunger, but I am purposefully not doing that. This is something I learned in the last league since I leveled 3 different Atlases up at the beginning of last league. So if I do not run that, I can still run like any like T10 or higher map with Eater of Worlds influence. But if I run this, I'll only be able to get the influence in like T14 or higher maps. So while like I'm still progressing my Atlas and I'm still trying to level, by not running this, I'm allowing myself to get all the Eater of Worlds monsters to spawn, as well as the altars and the altar rewards while running the lower tier maps. So it's definitely like it works for Searing Exarch with the Black Star as well. If you keep it and don't run that map and kill that boss, you can keep applying the influence to your lower tier red maps. Just help progress things a little easier. Not having Enduring Cry, I feel like I notice it quite a bit because I run out of life blasts from time to time. But I feel like it's worth it just for the extra damage. I'll get the survivability worked out on this at some point. And then once I get the extra cooldown and stuff for the flamethrower trap, I think it'll help a lot more on these boss encounters. Die. Ooh. Alright. Ooh, watch out for these cards. The Risk, Ventures, Gambles, you can't divine them anymore, so that's this is something good to watch out for. And try and pull a good Ventures Gamble, because they're going to be worth a lot this league. What's here? Yeah, I'm almost set up to like my grind phase. Like still a 6 link gonna come, still a level 21 gem gonna come. So yeah, there's lots that can be improved here. But I think a lot of people would have said that Fire Trap is gonna be pretty bad on league start. And honestly, it's been just fine. Like I've got really no complaints. Though I did get a pretty good steal on these wands early, but that's kind of the name of the game with these league starts. You gotta get it while you can, while everybody's still like desperate for any amounts of chaos. I paid 4 chaos for one of those and 6 chaos for another, and yeah, those prices will continue to go up throughout the league. And yeah, I think that's all I've got for today. I'm going to keep pushing. The general plan is no sleep till level 90, which I'm moving right along. Oh, here's an Abyss. Yeah, we can show off the crazy Abyss nonsense. Now, since the Abyss nodes are so spread out, like, I can pretty comfortably throw down a flamethrower trap or two, like, pop the Infernal Cry, kind of blow up all this stuff. Because they're going to explode, dealing fire damage. And yeah, not much of a problem. Even with the like extra mods on the rares, like you still get the ones that like that one resists fire damage, so it's just going to be tankier than like everything else. But since there's so many enemies here, you can really use Infernal Cry, or if you have a build that explodes enemies and you can scale that damage. Oh, it's so good. With these Abysses, you can just use all the enemies to try and like, pop a lot of extra damage into the rares. Yeah, I gained a lot of XP in this map. Yeah, look at the rewards that these can sometimes drop. The rare enemies, it feels more rewarding than the, like, or at least from what I hear, like the new league content. Which I only did one of. I did it in like Act 2. So, that's all I've got for today. I'll try to get a Path of Building up and put that in the video description. Because this build's pretty solid. I got 5k life at level 87. With like day 1 gear, nothing super special, damage is okay, cruising right along, like probably not more than 30 chaos investment in this character, top to bottom at this point. And I did drop a divine, have a bunch of chaos, kind of saving it for the right 6 link, not just any 6 link. And we got a long way to go. And yeah. That's going to do it for me for today. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button. It really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icons just below the video. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Cheers. Tomorrow's my birthday.